called me from your bedroom, said you couldn't get to sleep. I could hear the neighbors arguing and traffic underneath. You told me about your bad day, I told you mine was worse. Somehow by the end of it, we were laughing till it hurt. We've always talked this way, like there's nothing left to hide. But lately when you say my name, it lands a little different every time. Stay on the line, I'm not ready to say goodnight. We can talk about nothing till the morning changes the light. Stay on the line, you don't have to feel the quiet. I just like knowing you're there on the other side. You asked if I remember that summer after school when we missed the final train and blamed it on the moon. I said I still had the picture. You said you hated your hair. Then neither one of us spoke for a second too long there. We've always called it friendship. Maybe that was true before, but every time the room goes silent, I can feel there's something more. Stay on the line, I'm not ready to say goodnight. We can talk about nothing till the morning changes the light. Stay on the line, you don't have to feel the quiet. I just like knowing you're there on the other side. I could tell you how I feel, make a mess of something good, or let another night go by pretending that I never would. Then you said, are you still there? I said, I'm not going anywhere. Stay on the line, I'm not ready to say goodnight. Maybe we be getting closer right in front of our own eyes. Stay on the line, you don't have to make it clear. I just like the way it feels whenever you are here. The morning's coming in, neither one of us has moved. You say talk tomorrow, I say you know I will. You caught me talking to myself while looking for my keys. I tried to turn it into something clever. You just laughed and let me be. Most people wait for their turn, you actually listen through. I never have to polish up the story when I'm telling it to you. I'm used to keeping certain parts somewhere nobody can see, but you don't make me second guess the person underneath. You make it easy to be me. No careful words, no rehearsing. I can show up incomplete, and somehow you don't leave. You make it easy to believe I don't have to earn the feeling whenever you're close to me. It's easy to be me. We took the last 2 empty seats at a place about to close. You told me what you're scared of, like it wasn't hard to know. I didn't try to solve it, I just stayed until you smiled. Maybe being there for someone is enough once in a while. Yeah, you see me lose my confidence and never made it strange. You never asked me to be different, but somehow I still change. You make it easy words, no rehearsing. I can show up incomplete, and somehow you don't leave. You make it easy to believe I don't have to earn the feeling whenever you're close to me. It's easy to be me. Hey. I spent years becoming what the room expected me to be. Then you walked in and never asked for anything. Maybe that's why silence doesn't feel so empty now. I don't have to fill the space when you're around. You make it easy to be me. No careful words, no rehearsing. I can show up incomplete, and somehow you don't leave. You make it easy to believe there's nothing here worth hiding whenever you're close to me. It's easy to be me. No careful words, no need to be anything whenever you're close to me. It's easy to be me. We spent 3 days being careful, like every word could start a fire. You kept your answers short and distant. I kept pretending I was tired. Then you showed up at my doorway, holding nothing but your pride. Said, are we really gonna do this? I stepped back and let you inside. You looked at me, I looked away, and one of us forgot the line. You tried so hard to stay upset, but started smiling right on time. Now we're back to laughing like nothing ever changed, talking over each other, calling each other names. Back to laughing till the neighbors hear the sound. Funny how a little love can turn the whole thing around. You said I always get defensive, I said you always disappear. Then we both heard how dramatic it sounded sitting right here. You stole the cushion from behind me, I pulled it back across the room. 10 minutes after saying sorry, we were dancing to that old tune. Maybe we're not good at silence, maybe that's alright with me. Every time we lose the rhythm, we still find the same old beat. Now we're back to laughing like nothing ever changed, talking over each other, calling each other names. Back to laughing till the neighbors hear the sound. Funny how a little love can turn the whole thing around. Understand how to meet you in the middle without letting go your hand. You don't have to say it perfectly, I can hear it in your tone. Even when we lose our patience, we still know where we belong. Now we're back to laughing like nothing ever changed, talking over each other, calling each other names. Back to laughing till the morning comes feels fine. You called me just to tell me something you forgot, and stayed another 20 minutes talking around the thought. I heard you take a breath in, like something might come out. Then you asked about my weekend and took the safer route. We keep getting close enough to make the silence change. Then one of us starts laughing and we both look away. You almost said it, I almost did too. There was something in the room neither one of us could move through. You almost said it right there in your eyes. Maybe we've been telling the truth between every other line. We met up with some old friends. You sat across from me. Every time somebody noticed, you changed the subject casually. Later by the taxi, you fixed my crooked sleeve. Your hand stayed there a second longer than it needed to be. We keep leaving little clues, then acting like we don't. Maybe we're both waiting for the other one to go. You almost said it, I almost did too. There was something in the room neither one of us could move through. You almost said it right there in your eyes. Maybe we've been telling the truth between every other line. Next time you stop mid-sentence, I won't help you change the subject. Next time you stand that close, I won't pretend I never noticed. We've spent too long pretending this is nothing but a phase. So when you almost say it, I might meet you halfway. You almost said it, this time I will too. There's no reason to keep hiding what we both already knew. You almost said it, I can see it in your eyes. We've been telling each other between every other line. You almost said it, I almost did too. You almost said it, I almost did too. Next time you take that breath, I'll say it first to you. Yeah. I left my badge on the front desk, didn't turn around to check. Took the stairs instead of waiting for that elevator breath. 5 years under fluorescent lights, calling tiredness being strong. I kept saying maybe next month, till the months were nearly gone. I don't know exactly where I'm going, but I know what I'm leaving now. Sometimes freedom sounds like silence when the whole room shuts behind you. I clocked out left the old noise on the table, walked out before fear could change my mind. No map now, just a little room to breathe in. For the first time in a long time, the day feels like it's mine. The day feels like it's mine. I called my brother from the sidewalk. He said, "You sound different today." I told him I was scared and smiling. He said, "That's usually the way." Bought a notebook from the station, wrote one sentence on the train: I would rather start from nothing than keep living half awake. I don't need to know the ending, I just needed one good start. Maybe courage isn't fearless, maybe it's a moving heart. I clocked out, left the old noise on the table, walked out before fear could change my mind. No map now, just a little room to breathe in. For the first time in a long time, the day feels like it's mine. Steady paycheck, I might question what I chose, but I won't miss becoming smaller just to fit inside that role. Let tomorrow come uncertain, let the next door take its time. I've spent enough years waiting for permission to be mine. I clocked out, left the old noise on the table, walked out, and the morning opened wide. No map now, but I finally hear myself again. For the first time in a long time, the life ahead feels mine. Ba-da-da-da-da. Badge on the desk, sun in my eyes. No map ahead, but the day feels mine. You started showing up in places I didn't expect you to be. In the songs I played on Sundays, in the way I made my tea. I caught myself saving stories just to tell you later on. Then one night you didn't call me, and the whole day felt too long. I thought I had it figured out, thought I knew what this would be. And every little ordinary thing started leading back to you and me. I was falling before I knew, before I had a name for it, before your hand found mine and made the whole room quiet. I was falling before I knew. Somewhere between then and now, you became the one I look for in every crowded room somehow. You know how I take my coffee, you know when I need some space. You never try to make a moment, you just let it find its place. We were talking in your driveway, long after the engine died. You said you should probably it going, but neither one of us tried. Maybe love is not a warning, maybe it arrives this way, quiet enough to go unnoticed, till you miss it for a day. I was falling before I knew, before I had a name for it, before your hand found mine and made the whole room quiet. I was falling before I knew, somewhere between then and now, you became the one I look for in every crowded room. Somehow I don't remember one clear second when everything began to change. Just 100 little moments that don't feel little now. Maybe I was scared to see it, maybe I just needed time, but every road inside my head was already drawing to your side. I was falling before I knew, before I ever called it love, before I understood why being close was not enough. I was falling before I knew, and now there's nothing left to hide. You became the one I look for, and the one I hope will stay tonight. Before I knew, before I called it love, I was already looking for you in everything I love. I found your number in an old phone, under a name I used to know, back when we stayed out past the buses and never checked the time to go. You moved north, I changed apartments, then the years got hard to count. We kept saying we should catch up, till the words just wore themselves out. I don't know when we got so busy, or our silence felt polite, but I heard that song we used to play and thought of you tonight. Call me when you get this, no pressure, no big news. I just miss the way we talked before we had so much to lose. Call me when you get this, even if it's been too long. Some people live your daily life, but never really feel gone. Never really feel gone. I heard you finally left that job, the one you always used to hate. I nearly sent a message then, but somehow waited one more day. I still remember your old kitchen, cheap speakers by the sink. You make me stay for one more record whenever I got up to leave. Maybe nothing stays the way it was, maybe that's not something wrong. We don't have to be those people to still know where we came from. Call me when you get this, no pressure, no big news. I just miss the way we talked before we had so much to lose. Call me when you get this, even if it's been too long. Some people live your daily life, but never really feel gone. I'm not asking for the old days, they belong where they have been. I just wonder how you're doing and who you've grown into since then. Maybe we'll I still call you my friend. Call me when you get this. No pressure, take your time. I just want